Yo, what is up guys, it's Fullyspaced, and today I'm just going to show you around my build world. I have two build worlds, a flat build world and a kind of just normal build world inside of a what I would consider a normal survival world, but it's just a build world just because it looks a lot better with all the terrain around it. So I'm going to start out from my very first build in this build world. As you can see, there's not too much stuff around. That's because I kind of spread everything about, and it does take quite a while to find things sometimes. So this is like the first ever builds that I ever did on my channel. So we got the 5 one chunk builds here, and I actually built these for my first ever video. I wouldn't say I was amazing at building back then, but I've definitely improved and come quite far since then. So it's quite nice to come back and have a look at these things and just kind of explore around them. I haven't been in here for quite some time, so it's definitely something new to look at. Well, not new, but something to just kind of look back on and see how much I've kind of come since creating this channel and just kind of building. It's probably one of the more modern houses I'm actually really happy with. From one of my first ever modern house designs, this one came out looking really nice. This was a little like some sort of cave base that I made, so you can kind of come in through the bottom, you head up, and you've got this kind of like supported little platform on top of this like little cliff, and then obviously we've got a little mountain or enchanted kind of island that's floating out. I believe I actually did an enchanted island for my first video, which is really old, and it was just a time lapse. I believe there was literally just a bit different. And obviously we got this nice little sand kind of one chunk build here. And then I believe later on down the line I actually ended up coming up with this nice fishing hut design, just a nice little one here. Then obviously you'll see random things like this. These never ever make it to the channel. These are things I play around with, and later on decide that I didn't actually like them, give up and get rid of them. And then over here there's actually another kind of redesign of the fishing hut as well. So we've got quite a few designs going on. Over there we've got a bunch of roof designs that I was playing around with too. So they're kind of just there. Nothing really special about this. It's just me playing around with some designs for roofs. I believe this is one of my 50 build hack videos or something. So there's a bunch of different kind of build hack designs here if you would like to go check that video out. There's so many different things you can kind of build, showing you that you can use like grindstones for kind of chains. This is quite an old video, it's been out for quite some time. You can put ladders on trapdoors. I believe this only works for Java, so just watch out for that. There's quite a lot of designs and things here. You got these pumpkins with sea pickles on top, ruffled carpets and things like that. Just kind of showing how you can use different things to make effects in your interior, or just a few little build hacks here and there. We've got a little blast furnace kind of blacksmith area around here created. I've got a little dome over there that I just played around with. It's just got a command block that summons a mob that runs really fast. Another one of the blacksmith, as I built that for the tutorial. And then me once again playing around with some roof designs here. And then we head this way. There's so much in this build world. It's actually it amazes me how much I've actually built. I didn't think there was too much. Like things like this, I built up a tower and then I ended up giving up with it because I was really unhappy with the way it came out. Just playing around with a small bridge design, little crane here, just little start to a house and kind of given up. So there's a lot of things where you can see I've been playing around with and I've kind of given up. So we got just a little statue there. I believe there's more modern designs there. We'll have a look at those in a second. But this is kind of a video that really went quite well on my channel here. So there's a bunch of Neverport designs. We've got the tree, we've got the ice one. I recently done an end one that is kind of inspired by this. So we've got a Neverport, all Neverports here. My favourite one, the skeleton. I love this design. It was really good fun building. And obviously I've got a step-by-step here on how I built that. And I actually left that for you guys on the channel, so you guys can step-by-step build this too. And step-by-step build this one over here, I believe. We got the kind of futuristic Neverport here. I've just made this one out of wool instead of glass, just so you can kind of see what I was doing when I was building it, because I believe that was a step-by-step video too. This is the garden video, so this is where I kind of go and showcase how I made all these kind of garden areas and things. And yeah, just like ways to kind of improve your garden. Next up as well, got another nice little kind of duo house design, so you can live on one side, but they are connected, so you can kind of walk through together. I wonder if I did the interior on this. I feel like I did, yes. There is some interior on this, it's very nice. So as you can see here, you can come through and meet each other here, and I believe you have a nice little bedroom upstairs. Yep, exactly the same on this one. And then you have a chair out here that you can sit and browse across the kind of view. Over here I was playing around with some wall designs, I believe, just on this house. Yeah, playing around with some wall designs, seeing what I could come up with. I've got a small little thing here that I started and I gave up with. I'm not really sure what it was. I've got quite a few of these scattered around my world. They're just things that you start thinking like it's going to be a good idea and you give up. This is the tiny little kind of square house that I made, and I was seeing how much I could kind of design it and make it look good. And another little given up design over here, I believe. So I believe I actually tried to build a house. What was this? I'm not really sure what I tried to do with this, but it didn't look too bad. It looked a bit odd. It definitely did look a bit odd. Just a random beacon here for whatever reason. This house, not really happy with this house. It could have been done a lot better, but you know, it was one of my first, well, it wasn't really one of my first, but it was one down the line where I was still kind of improving and getting better. And then obviously we have the huge underground storage system in here, which was a really fun one to build. And then I believe I actually went back towards my spawn area, and there's more builds over here. So we got back to here, we got the kind of houses there and there. Oh, I actually didn't see this one here. This one is the one with the curved staircase, a big favourite of mine. Except I've got these really nice designs on the bottom here. It curves up, you come inside, and it's this larger version of I built one like this before. It was quite small, but that's just a larger scaled one as well. So I believe right here we got another little multiplayer base. You can kind of walk through here. Underground, you got some farms down there. You head upstairs. Nice little area up here, and you can go around here. You could make that into a multiplayer base, or you could keep it as a single player base. And I believe this is some modern interior designs here. So we've got some modern designs here, just kind of showing you some modern interior designs that you can use here. These are pretty much, I feel like the majority of these videos are actually on my channel. If not, hopefully these will give you some kind of inspiration. So yeah, just let me know if you like the look of any of these and would like to build this. I know this isn't on the channel. I built this such a long time ago. I don't even remember how I built this, to be honest. It was built a very long time ago when I was building these one chunk builds. So I believe there's a little glass house there. I don't think it has anything on it, nothing special. But over here we do have our Enchanting House, which was a nice little favourite of mine. A few people really enjoyed this video. I reckon back when I was creating this video and my channel wasn't as good as it was now, I definitely feel like I could have improved the video quality of this build and give you guys what you would like to see from it. But you know, it's one of those ones that's already been built. I don't want to like remake the video. It's out there. It's just a really nice cheeky little build, I think. Really nice one. So yeah, it's already out there, so I'm just going to leave it like that. These things here are just kind of the frame for the build, so I can take screenshots and show you guys. So yeah, if I forget to do it, sometimes I have to rebuild it. Over here we got a nice little stable area, so obviously you've got a door here, come in, and then you got your kind of stables and everything here. Got these hanging hay nets, and yeah, it's just a really nice little barn design. There is, I believe, a build tutorial for that as well on the channel somewhere, so you can find that. Next up is our 5 nether portal designs. So we got kind of another set of portal designs. This one is really cool. I really like this one. You kind of walk up into it. Then obviously we've got like a fortress one with a portal for the gate. One inside of a cliff here. More of a futuristic one where you can kind of just go into this giant ball. And then you kind of got a destroyed creeper as well, which was kind of just me playing around with my skeleton. I don't know if I ever released this video. I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I remember now. So yeah, and I was playing around with, as you see here, before I made the futuristic one, I was playing around with some futuristic designs that you can make here for portals that look really cool. And then obviously one of my bigger builds here is actually the futuristic, this kind of futuristic spaceship. It just kind of, you come flying in through the back with your elytra, and then you can head over here, and there's not really a lot you can do around here. It's just kind of a very, just, you know, nice little atmosphere inside. Obviously you could probably add a few things in there to make it look a bit more kind of futuristic, should I say. Nice little farming area here, inspired by Sheep GG, I believe. This one was really good fun to build. I saw a post on Insta and wanted to kind of make my own version of it, so I came up with that one. And then I believe this is actually one of my ones on my channel that people absolutely loved. I came up with this design by myself. It was good fun, a really good fun making this, and it looks so good. It actually looks so good. I was really happy with the way the outcome of this. There is a little video of this on my channel. I believe there's even a world download if you guys want that. And as you can see, I'm just duplicating over there so I can drag it into a real world later on. So that's what I did. I wonder what this hole is. I feel like it's some sort of thing I started, and we'll find out. Oh, so we're in. It's just a large underground storage area. Okay, yeah, that's never mind. Something that I never finished, clearly, and added to the channel. And this is the little screenshot area for one of my Instagram posts, I believe. We got a bunch of more kind of building interior designs around here. This is one of my newer interior design videos, so if you want to check that out, feel free to go and find that. I believe I have 3 interior design videos on the channel, so you've got a lot of choice for interior, I believe. And another little build over here, just a small kind of starter house. I like building these things out of just wooden things, well, your main kind of easy resources to get, so you don't have to struggle trying to build these things. They're nice and easy to obtain. A nice little futuristic house. This one was quite hard to kind of build. But obviously no interior, just a kind of futuristic house inspired by watching some foot videos. It was good fun building that. Tried to build a giant castle over there using kind of the same castle design that you would have seen on my Portal video, but kind of gave out of that one. Built this nice little kind of Assassin's Creed flagged little kind of castle here, and you can go inside. This was a really fun one to build. You can actually download this too. Really nice one. This is where I feel like I started to get really a lot better at building compared to my other builds. The same with this church. This was one of my favorite ones to build. Definitely felt like I was doing very, very well at the time of building this, and just creating content was really fun when making that. So I felt like I was going on a good streak there and making some good builds. A little modern house design that never made it to any videos, and then my recent modern house design here that I actually did recently go on the channel, as you can see. Really cool one. A lot of people really like that. And as you can see there, more kind of scaffolding of me just building things, and here as well, me playing around with designs that didn't quite make it. Over here, really cool little house, not really little, but really cool Enchanting House. Absolutely love this one. Really fun, like rustic design. And then as you can see, you've probably seen this video, you might have. It's the tower video where I made a tower. And I played around with the design, finned it on the bottom, and yeah, it was good fun. Made it fatter on the bottom there, finned it up in the middle, and played around with a few different designs. And obviously we got the scaffolding there of me playing around with that. More scaffolding there of this build here, playing around with kind of how many blocks and things I need to kind of get the right design for this one. And yeah, ended up coming this really cool design. A lot of people love this one. Obviously no interior on this. I don't know if I ever actually did finish the interior. Also another small version of the house recently. Similar version, the enchanting one, just a small kind of rustic version though. And then obviously we got the little kind of townhouse here. A lot of people really love this one. And then my most recent kind of building video, which was this one here. Really cool, not really sure, rusticy kind of vibe to it, really fun. And then obviously end portal's down there. I'm not going to head that way, purely because you know, if you've seen my newest video, you've seen the end portal video, and yeah, I don't feel like I need to showcase that. But we got this kind of underwater subnautical spaceship that I've been playing around with. I actually built this and released a video for it if you guys would like to see. You can kind of come up through the middle. I haven't actually done any interior on this one. It's all in my actual build world. So I do have another build world with even more builds in it. If you guys would like to see that world, then feel free to comment down below, and I might do another little showcase video on that. But I just kind of wanted to show you guys all these kind of builds that I've done. And well, it's not a heap. I feel like there is, oh no, there is definitely more in this world. I do get lost when flying around here, but I thought I'd show you and hopefully give you some inspiration on my builds, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.